Oh, well, we've been working on the garden. Oh, you should see your father's tomatoes, ripe and ready. Do you think you'll get any time off soon? We miss you.
Aw, I miss you. But there is an outside chance that I'll be coming your way soon.
Really?
You know that story I was telling you about?
Uh-huh.
Well, I pitched it to Patricia, and hopefully she'll let me write it, which would mean I would come home to do the research.
Oh, that would be so great, honey.
Yeah, she texted me last night that she read it. She's never read any of my stories, let alone taken them seriously.
Oh, that would be amazing. This might be your chance to write. Well, good luck. We'll be thinking of you.
Thanks, Mom. I gotta go. I'm almost at the coffee shop.
Hey, you might not be the office coffee girl much longer. Call me later. I love you.
I love you. Bye. Good morning, Kate. Hi. My normal order almost ready? But with the grande ice mocha for me. No, great, thank you.
Hi. I'll have an iced latte, and I see you've got some pastries here. Any of them really good in particular?
You should try the almond croissants. They're great. They're always fresh out of the oven.
Perfect, yeah, I'll have one of those. It's a nice coffee shop.
It's the best. I come here every day. Here you go. Thank you. See you next week.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Napkins.
Oh,
I'm so
cold,
sorry.
cold, cold,
Oh my
cold,
gosh.
cold.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's...
Oh, I'm.
Oh, no, hey, it's okay, it's okay. No, you know what?
What can I do?
Nothing happens. I'm just glad it was iced. I mean, I feel bad for whoever lost their coffee.
Well, that was me, but I don't care. Can I pay for dry cleaning?
No, absolutely not. But, you know if there are any clothing stores around here?
Actually, yeah. There's Stanley's. It's just up on the left. It's across the street from the sushi place. You know, the one with the bobbing cat in the window?
I don't, but I'm sure I'll find it.
Okay. I work just down the street. I am late for work. I am so sorry. Are you sure there's nothing I can do?
No, it's just an accident. You know what, you be on your way, and,
okay.
I'll see you around.
Sorry about your shirt.
Morning, everyone. It's been another great week at Seattle City News. The weekend is coming, which means another opportunity to get out there and find interesting people with a story to tell. As you know, we're always looking for fresh ideas and innovative journalism. As the editor-in-chief, it's my job to help you grow and build. I have an important announcement to make. Today, we are welcoming a new member to the Features and Human Interest team. Oh, here he is now. Please join me in welcoming Drew Hutton to the team, everyone.
Gorgeous.
Wait, Hutton? Like the Hutton to own the paper?
Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I, got in a fight with the wrong iced latte and lost. But, really excited to be here and looking forward to working with you all, so.
Here, Drew.
Oh, thanks.
Drew recently moved back to Seattle after a stint as a travel writer. He's going to be heading up our Human Interest Department as our new senior journalist. Oh, and Drew, I have your first assignment.
Oh, sure. Bring it on.
It's a profile on an Olivia Klein from the town of Sunflower Valley. It's a sweet story, something easy to start with.
That's my story.
Great. So, who's Olivia Klein and where's Sunflower Valley? Sounds kind of quaint.
My assistant Kate can fill you in on all the details. I need you to go there on Monday. All right, everybody, please make Drew feel at home. Keep making me proud, people.
Nice to see you again so soon.
Yeah. Glad you got a new shirt. Look, I have to go follow. See you later.
Hey. Nice to meet you all.
Okay, I have a call with Grant in a few minutes. Could you be a lifesaver and check on my dry cleaning? I need that dress for the gala. Is something wrong?
Well, since I did all the research and I pitched you the Olivia Klein story, I was wondering maybe you'd give me a shot at writing it.
You want to write the story?
Yes, of course. No, I'd love to. You know, that's always been a dream of mine.
Listen, Kate, we've talked about that before. I have no doubt that someday you will make a great writer. But with no degree, no prior experience, I love your proposal. But as editor-in-chief, I just can't trust that to you now. And besides, Kate, you know how much I need you here.
No, of course. I understand, but hear me out. I grew up in Sunflower Valley. I know the people there. I even know Olivia Klein's family.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. We've just got too much going on. I still need my expense report done, and it's Don's mother's birthday next Wednesday. I need a gift, and do not get me started on my kitchen renovation.
That's not a problem. You know how I get things done. But this would be a chance on a story that is very close to my heart.
I hear you. Okay, so if you can keep up with everything else, I don't see why not.
You're gonna let me write the story?
No, I'm gonna let you go with Drew, but strictly as a researcher and his assistant. You can show him where the bones are buried, so to speak. Help him with anything he needs. But he is the writer on this, understood?
Understood. Thank you. Thank you.
Try and learn something from him.
So I'm going just me and him.
Get yourself on that flight Monday morning. I want to report every day, and I'm still gonna need you to be available 24/7.
Absolutely. Thank you, Patricia. I really appreciate it.
So this is Sunflower Valley, huh? Where are all the sunflowers?
Well, we're at the airport. We're surrounded by miles of sunflower fields.
Right. I see. Yeah, of course. I've only ever been to a lavender field, and I was in the south of France. There was a lot of tourists, though. I'm sure this will be much quieter.
We have tourists also.
Right. Yeah. No, of course you do. They're around.
So listen, your cab will be here in a few minutes. Sorry about that. There's only one cab company in town.
Oh, no.
Actually, my parents can just drop you at your hotel. It's on the way to our house. It's no problem.
Oh, you know what? No, I wouldn't want to put them out. But I have to say, it's pretty cool that you're actually from here. I mean, it's like I have my own personal tour guide, so.
Guess so.
Or I guess you weren't expecting to have to chauffeur
my
me.
parents.
Hey, Kate. Oh my God.
Hi, Mom.
Honey, we missed you so much.
Oh, it's only been a few months.
I know,
Oh,
I know. I'm just so
Dad.
excited, and I can't believe you're staying for a whole week. And who is this handsome young gentleman? You didn't mention you were bringing somebody. Kate never brings anyone home.
Mom, this is Drew. He's my colleague.
Ah.
I'm helping him write a story. I guess I'm his assistant. Sorry, I didn't have time to tell you over the phone.
His assistant? Oh, okay. Lovely to meet you, Drew. Welcome to Sunflower Valley. You know, I had a second cousin named Drew. He wasn't half as handsome as you are.
Oh. Thank you, I guess. Yeah, no, it's lovely to meet you, too.
Hey, let me help you with that bag.
Oh, well, you know what? My cab should be here any second, so.
If you're waiting for one of Larry's cabs, you could be waiting here about a week. Where are you staying, son? We'll be happy to take you in the truck.
Oh. Yeah, thank you. That's great. I think I'm staying at the Beverly.
Yep.
Beverly? Oh, no way.
Oh, Dad, no, it's fine. The Seattle City News is paying for it.
Nonsense, honey. You don't come all the way from Seattle and stay in some soulless corporate hotel. Not when we have so many beautiful options here. You know what? You could stay in our guest house. What do you say, hon?
Well, sure, we'd love to have you.
You know, it's a very kind offer. I wouldn't want to impose, so.
See, Drew wants his own space. And the corporate hotel is probably way more up his alley.
Well, you know what? On second thought, the guest house sounds kind of perfect. I mean, do as the locals do, right? Trust me, I've stayed in plenty of hotels. I'm not missing much.
Wonderful.
You can say that again. Take that for you.
Thank you.
Oh, here, take that.
Thank you, darling.
We actually renovated the guest house a few years ago. I gave it kind of an Italian Tuscan type theme. At least I think so.
Ooh.
Right, Joe?
Right, honey?
All right, Drew. This is us, and the guest house is just a little further along that path. Joe will show you.
Great. Thank you so much, both of you. I mean, what a treat to stay in such a homey place.
Oh, it's no bother. And if you need anything, you just let us know, and I'll get Joe to bring down a plate of snacks later.
Wow. Thanks again. Kate, I'll see you bright and early.
See you tomorrow.
Come on, I'll show you where you live.
Have a good night.
Welcome home. Come on, let's get you settled. Oh, he's a catch and very friendly.
Well, yeah, but you and Dad didn't need to roll out the red carpet for him. He's only a colleague, and I just met him.
Honey, we are very proud of our hospitality around here. You know that. He seems nice and happens to be very, very handsome.
He's not that handsome. Well, anyway, I should manage your expectations. That is not what's happening here. He's just another guy doing my dream job.
Oh, I'm sorry you didn't get the news you wanted. What happened?
Well, she read my submission. Then she gave the story to this guy. I practically begged for the opportunity to write on the piece, but I don't know. He's new and he's a CEO's son or something.
Oh, really? The owner's son?
Yes, and what? He gets to write my story, our story about our town, our legacy. Why him? It's like Patricia doesn't see my potential as a writer. She only sees me as a gopher or something.
You're not a gopher. You're my beautiful daughter. You have to look at this as an opportunity. Your time will come.
Thanks, Mom. Not quite the same, but I know you're right.
Okay, so here is the itinerary.
Wow. Itinerary. Okay. Do we really need one?
Every trip needs an itinerary. Plus, I love a plan. So,
Sorry, how many pages is this? I hope you scheduled us some free time in here.
you're welcome.
How did you even have time to do all this?
That's what weekends are for.
Ugh. I mean, never to spend a weekend with you.
Anyway, so I thought we would start at Olivia's old lake house, see where she came from.
Just sorry, hang on. Can we take a quick step back? Who is Olivia and why are we writing about her?
You didn't read my brief, did you?
No.
So, Olivia Klein. She was born in 1900 here in Sunflower.
Wow. That must mean she's... Wait, how old is she?
Wow, you really did not read my brief. She has been passed away for over 40 years.
Right. No, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, and what was so special about this Olivia Klein?
Well, recently one of her family members found some of her old journal entries, and they contain dozens of stories of people she helped all over Sunflower with matters of the heart. And her family didn't really know anything about it, so I thought it'd be really interesting to delve deeper.
Matters of the heart. Is that your way of saying love?
Anyway, all her life, she kind of set people up, like a matchmaker. And according to these journals, there were a lot of success stories. And some of the people she helped are still around.
Sounds like you were a big fan of this woman, huh?
Yeah, I think we would have gotten along.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Well, I asked around and I managed to find a few of the couples from the journals. So I set it up for you to interview them, and then I thought between interviews I can show you the sights of Sunflower Valley. That should give you enough for you to write your piece. What's the matter?
I don't know. Just wasn't really expecting this kind of thing. I mean, when Patricia said human interest, I just thought maybe this Olivia had done something extraordinary.
What could be more extraordinary than love? What's funny?
I'm sorry, you can call me a cynic, but you don't really believe in all that stuff, do you?
Believe in what stuff? Love? Yeah, of course I do. And wow, you really are a cynic.
Matchmaking, I don't know. I'm just not sure I'm the man for this job, so...
Some people would kill to write this story. It means a lot to me. I really want us to... you to do it justice.
Sure. Yeah. So what's first?
Okay. I thought we would start at Olivia's old lake house.
Olivia's Lake House. Okay. And how are we getting there? Cab? That could take days.
No. I have set up a little surprise.
Okay, you can see the sunflower fields much better from up here.
Yeah, some of them. Beautiful, isn't it? I used to play hide and seek in those fields.
Sunflower Valley sure is beautiful.
Yeah. There's a little creek down on the left. We're gonna pass it in a minute.
Oh. You know, you're really lucky to be from such a charming part of the world. Look, Kate, can we start over? I feel like maybe we got off on the wrong foot.
When I spilled coffee all over you, or when we were randomly sent to Sunflower Valley together?
This assignment seems really important to you. Patricia said you had some sort of connection to it.
More than a connection, the story was my idea.
Really? I didn't even... What am I doing here then?
Well, I'm just Patricia's PA. I don't write stories, I just come up with ideas every now and then. And it is very dear to my heart. But the most important thing to me is that we do justice by Olivia and we tell her story correctly.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in. I think we'll make a great team.
All right, here we go. This is Olivia's house. What do you think?
It's beautiful. Do I get the 50-cent tour?
Sure. And for you, the VIP discount.
So nobody actually lives here?
Not at the moment. No, the family's been doing a big renovation.
Sweet. And the family's okay with our assignment?
Absolutely. We have their full blessing. They are very intrigued to see what we find out.
Okay. Oh, and do you have that journal you were talking about? I should probably take a look at that.
Yep. I left it at home. I'll show it to you later.
Okay. I will stop asking questions because I can see that you've thought of everything.
So Olivia lived here with her husband Gordon and their 3 children. And when Olivia and Gordon's time passed, the family decided to keep the home as kind of a second family house so they could keep enjoying it and these views.
Yeah, I could see why.
And this is Olivia and Gordon on their wedding day. They got married right here at the lake. Apparently it was a beautiful summer's day, just perfect. I've always thought it would be magical.
Was there a special back in Seattle? I'd be happy to drop a few hints for you.
No, it's just a little dream I have. Here, I'll show you the lake.
Great. Oh, wow. What a view.
I know. This place is a little piece of heaven.
Perfect place to do some crafty matchmaking. I can tell this place means something to you.
Well, who wouldn't like it here? Plus, country air is food for the soul. My mom always says that. There's plenty of it here. You ready to meet the first couple?
Absolutely. Let's do this.
Hi. You must be Freddie. It's lovely to meet you in person. We spoke on the phone. I'm Kate Francis. This is my colleague, Drew Hutton. He'll be writing the piece on Olivia.
Oh, well, actually, Kate will be leading our interviewing.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
Honey, the newspaper people are here. It's awfully nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Why don't we sit out here in the yard and I'll go get us some homemade blackberry cordial.
Blackberry cordial. Betty, you are speaking my language.
Why did you tell them I was going to do the interview? I'm not supposed to.
Well, Patricia said that I'm the writer, but she never said anything about who could ask the questions. Let's do this together.
Here we go. Fresh blackberry fizz. It's a little on the sweet side.
Just like you, honey.
Oh, stop it, Freddie.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. Oh, Betty. Oh, that's sweet.
That's nice.
Now, what would you like us to do? We've never been interviewed before, and it's all very exciting, but we're a little nervous.
Well, firstly, thank you so much for speaking with us. As I wrote you, we're doing a piece based on the journals of Olivia Klein that her children recently discovered.
Oh, Olivia was so wonderful. She's the very reason why Freddie and I are sitting here together today.
So tell me more about how you knew Olivia.
Well, now hang on a second. Betty, I need to get the recipe for this blackberry fizz.
It's very easy. Just a little fermentation and a lot of sugar.
Right. Freddie, I get the feeling she spoils you like this a lot, huh?
Absolutely. Betty's a great cook, too.
Oh, well, remind us to come back for a meal sometime.
I was born and raised in New York City, but my family used to summer in Sunflower every year. And Betty worked at the local florist here. I have to tell you, the first time I laid eyes on her in that flower show, I thought I'd seen an angel.
Oh, stop it, Freddie. He wasn't too shabby either. But he came from a very well-to-do family, and they just spent summers here. So I didn't hold out much hope.
But I did. We couldn't get enough of each other.
It was the most magical summer. But when Freddie's folks found out that he was getting serious on me, that was the last summer they spent here.
But when I told them that I loved Betty, and I wanted to marry her someday, they made sure I'd never see her again.
I was devastated. But my mom told me that if it was meant to be, he would write.
I had been writing to her. I wrote her dozens of letters. But eventually I stopped because I never got any back.
That's terrible. That must have been so hard. Is that when you met Olivia?
Exactly. She had come into the shop one day and was immediately sensitive to my mood and asked me about it. I told her the whole story about me and Freddie and how I hadn't heard a single word from him since he'd left.
What did she do?
This was hard for me to believe. But after I told her everything, unbeknownst to me, she took it upon herself to travel to New York and contacted Freddie's parents. It cost her a fortune, and she only knew me as a flower girl.
Well, I was there when she came to our apartment. In front of my parents, she asked me if I knew Betty from Sunflower, and had I tried to reach out to her.
Olivia knew something strange was going on. So she finally got Freddie's folks to admit that they had bribed the postman not to send his letters and make sure he never saw mine. Somehow she got through to them. The next summer they returned, and my Freddie came back to Sunflower. And here we are, over 50 years later.
So, why do you think Olivia became so invested? I mean, it sounds like she really went above and beyond.
Oh, definitely. She would say that everyone deserves to love and be loved. Oh, Freddie, show them the sunflower.
Who could argue with that philosophy?
She changed our lives.
Oh, what's this?
This was Olivia's wedding gift to us.
Oh, a sunflower.
You know, sunflowers are traditionally a symbol of longevity and lifelong happiness.
It reminds us every day how lucky we are to have found each other and how thankful we are to Olivia.
It's a really beautiful story, you two.
Yeah. You know, honestly, I think love like yours might be from a time gone by.
Oh, I'm not so sure about that.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Anytime.
And thank you for this fizz. I'm gonna have to try this recipe.
To Olivia.
To Olivia.
Oh, to Olivia.
To Olivia.
Oh, it's Patricia.
Oh, I'll let you. Yeah.
Thanks. Hi, Patricia. Everything okay?
Not really. My dress for tonight's charity gala never came back from the cleaners.
It hasn't. I'm so sorry. Let me call them and find out what's happened.
Okay, I need it by tonight. How's Drew's story coming?
It's coming along. We just interviewed the most lovely couple.
How are you guys getting along?
I'm helping get the job done.
Great. Hurry back.
Okay, bye.
Everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Nothing I'm not used to with work. My job can be a little uninspiring sometimes. But I shouldn't complain. You want me to call a cab?
Well, the weather's still nice. You feel like walking back?
Sure.
Right.
That was some story back there, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty sweet. It sounds like they got really lucky.
Might not have been just luck. Maybe it was fate.
Right. The soulmates thing, yeah.
Why are you so against that idea?
I'm not against it. I just think it's, I don't know, a way of you making order out of serendipity. Maybe I'm just too much of a pragmatist.
I guess you are.
Look, if Freddie and Betty were meant to be, would they have been without Olivia?
Olivia might have been an agent of fate.
Touche.
Thank you for helping me at the start there. I think I kind of jumped the gun before they were ready back there.
No, you were fine. I just think you can, get more out of people if you make them feel at home from the beginning. If you, mention the little things.
It really seemed to work. Thanks.
So how long have you been at Seattle City News?
5 years.
Wow. So what's next for you?
Well, junior journalist is my next career goal. I've been trying to enroll in classes online.
How's that going?
No time. Just got me working 24/7.
Well, I wouldn't give up.
Thanks. I won't.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am starving. You have any dinner plans on that little schedule of yours?
I do. My mom is making dinner.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I can recommend Giovanni's in town. They have a really good thin crust.
Oh, yeah. Oh, right. I'll head over there.
So, how did it go today? With Drew, I mean.
You know, it wasn't so bad. We didn't do much research beforehand, but when the interview got going, he was really good. Taught me a few things. He has a way of connecting with people.
Just like you. See, that's great. I knew you two would get on like a house on fire.
I wouldn't go that far.
Honey, we need napkins. And one more plate.
Why do we need one more plate? I thought it was just gonna be the three of us for dinner tonight.
And Drew, of course.
You invited Drew?
Of course, where else is he gonna eat? Giovanni's?
Yeah, exactly. Mom, we're working together. He's practically my boss right now. I want to keep our personal lives separate.
Oh, don't be silly, sweetie. That's not the way we do things here in Sunflower.
Hey.
Hi.
You. Hey. These are for you. Figured you guys see enough sunflowers, so I thought tulips.
Thanks.
Thank you. How thoughtful.
Yes, that was thoughtful. I knew she was up to something.
She saw me leaving for town and invited me. I hope you don't mind me joining.
No, of course not. It's a lovely surprise. And plus, you said you wanted the full sunflower experience, so buckle up. My mom is famous for this chicken dish.
So there I am. I stride out the door thinking I've got the world at my feet when bam! In comes Kate and her 12 coffee cups crashing right into me. And that was my introduction to your daughter right there.
Oh, the start of a great working relationship.
Oh, no, it was terrible. I felt so bad.
Well, honey, it sounds like you inherited my elegance and grace.
Well, excuse me, my old ballet teacher would disagree.
You were always perfect at everything.
Wow. Thank you, Mom. I'm glad you feel that way.
I bet you've all got some pretty great stories growing up around here, huh?
Oh, never a dull moment in Sunflower Valley, I can tell you that much.
Kate used to play in sunflower fields nearby every day. Where did you grow up, Drew?
Me? Well, I'm a city boy, through and through. Grew up just outside of Seattle. Me, my parents, my older brother Tim. Yeah, we had a really great childhood.
Drew's dad is a pretty big deal. Grant Hutton owns the Seattle City News, so the parent company. Your family has owned it for years, right?
Yep. Yeah. My grandfather bought his first newspaper in Spokane in '47, and now we're pretty big. My dad took over the reins after my granddad passed, and my older brother Tim is in real estate, so it all kind of falls to me.
When do you plan on taking over?
Not sure. Yeah, we'll have to see. I've been a travel writer the past 12 years and sort of heard the calling to get more involved in the family business, so here I am.
Travel writer. That sounds like an exciting life, man of the world.
It's an interesting job for a businessman's son, though. It's not exactly the button-down world I would have expected.
Yeah, well, I've always been one to take the road less traveled. But here I am now.
So, first full day in Sunflower Valley. What's the verdict?
Oh.
Well, let's see. Horse-drawn carriage, adorable elderly couple still hopelessly in love, whole lots of sunflowers, topped off with one of the best chicken dishes I've ever tasted. I'd say we're off to a pretty good start.
The country air is food for the soul.
I'll have to agree with that. And on that note, I am going to turn in.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much again, Mrs. Francis, for a wonderful meal.
Oh, please call me Lyndon. Thank you so much for the flowers.
Yeah, I have my mother to thank for raising me right, so. Night.
Night.
Good night.
Hey, Drew.
Handsome and a gentleman.
Mom, will you stop?
Hey.
Hey. You don't look ready to go.
I'm not. I just got out of the shower. Morning.
Morning.
Wow, you look nice.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't think we were meeting until later.
Well, if you checked your trusty itinerary, you would know we are meeting right now.
I see. Guilty again, yeah. You want to come in? I'll just be a few minutes.
Oh, that's okay. I'll wait out here.
Sure.
I brought the journals with me. I thought we could have a little picnic and read through them. Makes reading through old pages much more appealing.
That sounds good. Where are we going?
Oh, this spot I love by the main lake. It's always super quiet. I actually call it my thinking place.
Perfect.
Oh, and we're bicycling there.
Right.
You're gonna love it. Oh, I've forgotten how much I miss this. Country breeze with the sun on our backs, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Come on, Drew, loosen up, enjoy the ride.
I'm all good, thank you. Just haven't been on a bike in a long time.
Wait, what? You are a travel writer. What do you mean, you didn't jump on a bicycle every once in a while?
Not really, no. I mean, I did get on this tuk-tuk one time in Thailand, but that was enough to scare me for life. Other than that, it was all planes and buses.
Sounds exciting, though.
Yeah.
So, this barn, it's kind of a sad story, actually. It's just a big old barn now, but it used to be the youth center.
That's a great location. What kind of youth center was it?
Oh, just a place where kids from all kinds of different backgrounds could come, socialize. I know it's hard to believe, but it's not sunny for everyone in Sunflower. Some of the local kids had it tougher, and this place was a real lifesaver for them. They had volunteers running all kinds of programs. You know, activities and sports and canoes on the lake, all kinds of things. They even had inspirational speakers come from around the world. Entrepreneurs, scientists, all kinds.
To inspire them that they could be whatever they wanted to be. That sounds really nice.
Exactly. Yeah, I volunteered here a few times. It was so gratifying.
So what happened to it?
Ran out of funding. It's a shame. Someone should really revive it. Come on, let's go. The picnic waits for no man. Okay, Mr. Cynic, you're gonna have to brace yourself. These are some excerpts from Olivia's journal. Please be advised, they may contain romance and emotion.
Okay. I think I can handle it.
I have felt such unexpected joy in bringing Freddie and Betty together. I knew my instincts were right. They're both people who deserve each other. For a moment, I wasn't sure I'd be able to help poor Betty, but I know I had to try. And I can't pretend I didn't enjoy my adventure to New York. And Freddie's face when he saw me, an 80-something-year-old showing up at his front door. It was all worth it to see them reunite. And as I walked home, arm in arm with the love of my life, Gordon, I felt a warm inner glow, knowing now that there are 2 less lonely hearts out there.
Nice. Okay, I think I have a good one. Love can be a scary, daunting, and life-changing thing. Not everybody is brave enough at first to handle something that strong. But if you can weather that storm and let yourself be seen and be vulnerable, there is no feeling like it. A soulmate is one word for it. But that doesn't seem to do it justice. It's sharing mornings, cleaning up after a dinner party together, holding hands in front of the television, being truly understood by another. It's having a true friend to talk to, a companion to help shield you from life's trials and tribulations. To love and be loved is the greatest adventure. We all deserve that. She really believed in it all, huh?
She did. You know, Olivia's own family told me that her parents wanted her to marry the mayor's son, but she followed her heart, married Gordon instead, and even though he was unsuitable, he was the one who made her truly happy. That must have been so difficult. And I think after that happened, she went out of her way to avoid those kinds of situations, people missing out on their soulmates.
Well, good for her. Jury's still out on me, though. 1, I'm not sure about someone helping love along, and 2, I'm just not convinced that there's only one person out there for everyone. I mean, isn't that idea a little daunting? What if you never find them?
Well, I think fate brings soulmates together. I mean, no, I feel like it did for my parents. I'm sure maybe you feel that way about yours, too.
What are you writing?
Oh, nothing. I just jot down notes every once in a while. I write a lot, but I have to do it in my spare time, with Patricia keeping me so busy.
Can I read some of your work?
I don't know. I'm not sure that any of it's any good.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you change your mind, just know that I'd love to.
Thanks. Okay. So you see... Oh, here, Jennifer and Michael. They own a personalized cake-making business in town. They are the go-to in Sunflower for all weddings, birthdays, gender reveals, you name it, they bake it.
I guess they've been at this a while if they knew Olivia back then.
Oh yeah, years and years. I always wanted one of their fancy cakes, but you've met my mom. It was homemade in my house or nothing at all.
Oh, can I help you?
Hi, I'm Kate Francis. We spoke on the phone.
Kate, welcome to Sunny Smiles Bakery. We've been expecting you. I don't know how our paths haven't crossed before.
I know. I spent most of my adult life in Seattle, so I think that's why. But I'm happy to meet you now. This is Drew. He's writing the piece, and I'm his
Co-writer. We are both journalists, and it's really lovely to meet you.
You too. Michael will be back shortly. He had a delivery to make. Thanks for coming all this way. You know, I have to tell you, we were so thrilled to hear Olivia was being honored this way. We owe everything to her.
Well, that seems to be a running theme, so...
Of course, right. You two, aprons on.
Aprons. Will we need aprons?
itinerary.
Right. What is it this time?
I thought we could make our signature sunflower cupcakes. It's nice and easy. Vanilla flavored with buttercream icing.
Great.
It sounds perfect.
Here we go.
Oh, thank you.
So it was over 40 years ago. I'll admit to both of you, I still feel like the fool of this story.
Oh, not at all, honey. Michael and I have actually known each other since we were babies. We grew up together. He lived in the farm next door. We went from building tree houses together to building science projects together.
It was mainly her helping me. Boy, did I need the help.
Oh, come on, Michael.
But the long and short of it is, we were inseparable.
And when we got a little bit older, it started to feel a little bit more than friendship. At least I thought so.
No, I felt exactly the same way. I just found it hard to express. And I didn't know she was feeling it too.
And then came prom.
Oh, prom. The best and worst part of high school.
This is the part Michael hates.
I didn't ask her.
To the prom? Really?
I completely blew it. I was convinced that Jenny wouldn't accept an invite from a friend.
But I, on the other hand, was devastated. I ended up going with Stuart Drayton, who was nice enough, but he wasn't Michael.
And that was it.
What do you mean that was it? You two never talked about how disappointed you were?
Much worse. I did nothing. And we didn't really speak for a year. I thought Jenny was happy with Stuart. I didn't want to come between them.
And that's when Olivia came in, I'm guessing.
Right on time. I was working at the local diner after school when Jenny and Stuart came in one day looking for milkshakes.
Stuart and I were going steady by then, but I was still holding out hope for Michael. It was all very awkward.
I watched them leave together, holding hands. When Olivia came up to the counter, I didn't know who she was at all at that point. And she said, "You're in love with that girl, aren't you?"
She just knew.
And it was at that moment that I realized she was absolutely right. I did love Jenny, but nobody had ever put it to me like that before. I was heartbroken. I felt I'd blown it.
But not according to Olivia.
No, she was the one who convinced me to go after you and gave me the confidence to do it. She told me I would need some grand gesture, and even then, nothing was for sure.
So what was the plan?
Yeah, don't leave us hanging.
Olivia asked me what Jenny's favorite thing was, and that was easy. Cupcakes. So Olivia invited me back to her kitchen, where she herself helped me bake. Must have been 100 of them.
Did any of them look as good as these?
Mine were not much better. But Olivia fixed them up, and I took them down to our special tree down by Sunflower Creek and asked Jenny to meet me there at sunset.
I was very surprised with his invitation. I had no idea where he was coming from. But I went with my heart in my throat, and when I first arrived, I saw him standing there, and he was smiling at me like a puppy dog. And then I saw it.
The cupcakes?
It was kind of corny, but I'd carefully set them up to spell out, "Will you be mine?"
Mm-hmm.
And it was just perfect. He told me it had always been me, always and forever. And then we held each other and I cried and cried.
I cried too.
Yeah.
I finally had the girl of my dreams.
I have to ask, did she give you that sunflower?
She certainly did.
Not bad for a small town, right?
That is very good. I mean, it beats some of Seattle's best.
Right? So, one more day of romance, and you still haven't run away.
No. I love Jenny and Michael. And you know what? I think you're right. Olivia wasn't just a busybody or whatever. She really seemed to care.
It is going to be a great piece. Sorry. It's Patricia. She needs me to order 50 candles. Not even gonna ask why. Got it. Sorry about that.
No. Are you always on her clock?
Oh, I didn't sleep for 2 whole days before her daughter's 5th birthday. Unicorn themed.
I see. So look, I've been thinking. It's strange spending so much time together, and all I know about you is your life at City News and your dream of being a writer. So, we're colleagues together now. Who knows how long we'll be stuck together?
All right.
So, quickfire. I get 3 questions, and so do you.
Okay. Hit me.
How and why have you managed to stay Patricia's assistant for so long?
Ooh. Why would you ask that?
I mean, she doesn't seem like the easiest boss in the world. And it's my question, so.
Okay. When she took me under her wing, she said if I worked very hard, she would help me with my writing. So I guess I'm just waiting for that day to happen.
Okay. Your turn.
What exactly did you do before you joined the newspaper?
Well, you already know I was a travel writer.
Well,
I had a blog and a bad camera, and I just went from country to country. Europe, Southeast Asia, you name it.
do you miss it? The travel?
Good question. I thought I would. But I think I'm finding that I kind of like not moving around so much.
Okay, so this one doesn't count as one of my official questions, okay?
Okay.
What do you like about journalism?
The people. Meeting them. Really seeing them. And then telling the world about them. Okay, favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh, well, that's easy. Cookies and cream.
What? No, it's all about mint chocolate chip. I tell everybody.
That's my second favorite, so I'll give you that one. City or countryside?
Well, usually I'd say city, but I don't know, you might just sway me. Who's your hero?
My mom. She always puts the right thing first.
Okay, last official question, so you better make it count.
Oh. Why are you so cynical about love?
Whoa. No holding back here, huh?
Honesty only.
Because of my parents.
I'm sorry, did they have an unhappy marriage?
No, not at all. Quite the opposite. They were the perfect couple. My mom used to say how lucky she was to marry her soulmate. She passed away a couple years back.
Oh, Drew, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
Thank you. I mean, it hurt a lot, and I miss her every day. But now we just try to remember the good times, you know? And my dad, he's had a little trouble filling that void. I mean, I guess 35 years of marriage will do that.
Sounds like they loved each other.
They did. And I don't know if I'd ever want to be that vulnerable. I mean, all these stories we've heard, very romantic, but all those ups and downs that come along with being in love, I think I could live a perfectly happy life without it.
Has there ever been anyone that's come close?
Honestly, no. I mean, not really. There's been some people along the way, but nobody special. Thank you.
Thank you.
Check, please.
Yeah, we should get out of here and go find you some of that mint chocolate chip ice cream. Or better yet, cookies and cream.
Right.
Hey, you.
Hey, you. Just taking some notes after yesterday. I got some voice recordings from Olivia's family. I wrote them up for you.
Oh, thanks for doing all that extra work. Can I make a wild suggestion?
Go on.
It's pretty crazy. I don't know if you'll be able to handle it, but
Try me.
what do you say we skip the itinerary and take the morning off?
Take the morning off. I don't know that we have time for that. Don't you have to write this thing anyway?
Ah, we've got it under control.
We've got it under control. I feel like one of us does.
Come on. I want to see this town from your perspective, okay? A hometown girl.
Honestly?
Honestly.
Okay, let's do it.
Great. Okay, well, it is official. I am terrible at whack-a-mole. I think my whole life I had no idea.
But you did win a teddy bear, which is kind of the highest honor in the fair realm world.
Surely that's like a goldfish or something. But I'll take it. So this was your teenage stomping grounds, huh?
Yep. Yeah, we practically came here every weekend. There wasn't much to do in town, but we always had a blast.
And how are you enjoying your day off?
I'm having fun.
Oh, unscheduled fun.
If Patricia could see me, I'm pretty sure she'd freak out a little bit. I'm not usually one to stray from a plan.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that. But, I mean, if there's one thing these last few years have taught me, it's that life without a plan isn't so bad. Even if the outcome isn't always what you expected, there's a lot to be said for going off track. It can lead to amazing things. Should we set?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, answer me honestly. Is journalism what you really want to do?
Wow. Well, I love people's stories. I mean, there's nothing better to me than meeting somebody from a completely different background and completely different life than myself. Now, they always surprise you, and they all have something valuable to teach.
Yeah, I agree. It doesn't really answer my question. Will you be happy at Seattle City News? And with your dad technically as your boss?
I'll admit it wasn't always my plan.
But you like to go off plan.
Okay, touche. A while back, I was in India. I was writing this piece for this big expat magazine they have out there about this local woman who had started this orphanage.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just totally inspiring, and it really stuck with me. And I thought, you know what? I think it's time to go home and maybe try to give back to my own community in some way. And so I wanted to come back to Seattle and start a nonprofit.
Really? What kind?
I hadn't quite decided. I just knew that coming from such a privileged background, I wanted to set something up to help those less fortunate.
Absolutely. It's amazing. So why didn't you do it?
You know, things kind of changed when my mom got sick. You know, my priorities changed, and my dad just really needed both my brother and I, and you know, he always wanted us to join the company at some point. I mean, we own two of the city's biggest papers, and I think he kind of wants me to take over soon.
That's amazing. Just in a completely different way.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's what's necessary.
But I have to ask, if you're going to take over the company from the top, why are you doing little pieces like this?
Right? I mean, I guess it's just my father's way of testing my commitment. When I was a travel writer, I was jumping from one thing to the next so quickly, you know, country to country, that I think he just wants to know that I can see something through and stay put.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Plus, I'm pretty sure he told Patricia to give me the least me assignment possible just for that extra little kick.
But it hasn't been all bad, has it?
Going off plan can be an adventure, and so far it's been a good one. Okay, crazy idea.
Another one?
Let's organize a big celebration.
What do you mean?
Just right here in town, okay? Like a celebration of Sunflower Valley love, so that all the people can see all the nice things Olivia did for everyone.
I'm sorry, I don't think I'm hearing you correctly. Drew Hutton wants to plan a party to celebrate romance.
Serious, okay? We can have games and lots of food, of course, and we'll invite everyone that Olivia knew and anyone else who wants to come. They can all share their stories. It'll be fun.
I don't know. I mean, I would have to ask Olivia's family if she's okay with that first.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's go ask them together. What? No, I thought you'd like this idea.
I do. I just, I don't know. Let's see how we go.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work on top of everything.
Yeah, okay, sure, yeah.
And I think we have had enough time off. You better go. We're gonna be late for our next appointment.
Right. Okay, go.
This is Dean Richards' place. He lost his wife of 44 years a few years ago, so now he runs the farm by himself. He saw my ad and couldn't wait to talk to us about Olivia.
And he lives here on an actual sunflower farm.
Mm-hmm. Been in his family for generations. It's great, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Oh, you must be the two reporters from Seattle.
Yes, hi. I'm Kate Francis, and this is Drew Hutton.
Hi, welcome to Sunflower Farms. I've been expecting you. I am sorry I'm so dirty. I've been gardening all morning.
Not at all. It's wonderful to meet you, Dean.
Yes, quite the place you have here.
Well, thank you very much. So how about a little guided tour before we talk?
Yes, please. That'd be amazing.
All right. This is our newest volunteer, Tessa. Old friend. We ran into each other in town recently. She wanted to help out, so here she is.
Hi. Nice to meet you, Tessa.
Come, I'll show you our beautiful flowers.
Wow, very organized. Pretty soon you'll be writing itineraries.
Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves yet, okay?
I miss my beautiful Jane terribly. She was a wonderful woman.
I'm sure she was.
We actually met on a train.
On a train journey? How romantic.
She was on her way to Wisconsin, and I was on my way back to Sunflower. We were sitting in the same car next to each other, but neither of us said anything. We rode in total silence for the longest time. I was just too shy to start a conversation with her. Then suddenly the train lurched, and she spilled her tea all over me.
You know, I've actually heard of things like that happening, Dean, but tell me, do you think maybe she did it deliberately just to get your attention?
Excuse me, I am sure it was a perfectly innocent accident.
I don't know, maybe it was a bit of both. But it got the conversation started, and once we got going, there was no shutting us up. Once I looked at her, I just thought, that's it. That's us for the rest of our lives.
Soulmates.
Oh, definitely. When we got to her stop, she wrote her address and phone number on a napkin and handed it to me.
So you got in touch?
Oh, it wasn't that easy. When I got off the train here, I was clutching that napkin. But a gust of wind caught it and blew it onto the tracks. It was gone. I just stood there, devastated, like I had lost her forever.
No.
I was heartbroken. Until Olivia, who was a friend of my mother, stepped in to rescue me. I told her the whole story, and that Jane, I didn't even remember her last name, for crying out loud. That Jane was a secretary for a banker in some tiny Wisconsin town. And then without even telling me, Olivia took it on herself like some kind of private investigator, and she started combing through pages and pages of companies and names. She spent hours on the telephone contacting all kinds of businessmen and postmen all across Wisconsin, until she finally found that bank in a tiny town called Cedarburg.
That is crazy.
Yeah. She got me the number of that bank. And when I called Jane, she was delighted to hear from me. So we started right in like we hadn't missed a beat. Can you imagine that?
Wow.
Here, I brought this. Thought you might like to see it.
Oh.
That is us on our wedding day.
Oh.
Olivia came too. She wasn't well, but she showed up anyway. That's the kind of woman she was.
Who's this?
That's our daughter. She lives in New York with my 2 grandkids.
Oh, lovely. What's her name?
Olivia.
You okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
So, Dean, you think you're gonna keep the place, or?
Sure, I can't imagine letting it go after all this time.
You're lucky to have Tessa here to help you out.
Yeah, she has been a godsend and lovely company.
Excuse me for asking. I'm just curious. You think you could ever open the door to love again?
I think so, if the right person came along. Don't get me wrong, no one can ever replace my Jane. But as Olivia once told me, everybody deserves to love and be loved. That was her legacy, in my opinion. Nice meeting you folks. Good luck with the article. I look forward to reading it when you're done.
Yeah, we'll make sure to get you a copy.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
You take care now.
Yeah, you too.
So that's it, huh? No more surprise horses or bicycles or, I don't know, hot air balloons?
Nope, that's it. All you have to do now is write the article. How's it coming, by the way?
It's pretty good. I think I have a good idea of her life and motivations.
You okay?
Yeah. You know what? If it's all the same to you, I think I might take a little stroll on my own. But, will you excuse me at dinner?
Of course.
Well, we're sorry Drew couldn't join us for dinner tonight.
Me too. It was different after our interview today. I think he's got some stuff to work out. He's a pretty complicated guy.
Well, sweetheart, it's been a real treat having you and Drew here these past few days. Your dad and I are gonna miss you.
Oh, me too. But we still have the weekend. I'm sorry that I don't come home as often as I should. I'm just...
Well, we know your job's important and we support anything you want to pursue.
Writing has always been my dream, but every time I come back here to Sunflower, I just hate the thought of being anywhere else. This is home.
Well, you just have to trust your instincts, honey. It'll all work out.
I think I'm gonna go out. Go for a bike ride before it gets dark.
Gonna go find Drew?
Just want to make sure he's okay.
Go for it.
Hey.
Hey. Thought I might find you here. You miss my mom's world-famous beef stew.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just had a lot to think about. What are you doing here?
I was worried about you.
You know, meeting Dean just got me thinking a lot about my dad. And everything, really. I will admit that Olivia has had more of an effect on me than I expected.
It's a good thing, isn't it?
You know, seeing Dean in the same position as my father, just being so positive about all of it, you know, really gave me hope that maybe my dad will find another special someone. He deserves that.
So nice to hear you say that.
I've also been thinking a lot about my own life. I have spent years closing myself off from being vulnerable. And that seems really stupid now. Because what I was actually doing was closing myself off from really living. And I think that maybe love is worth that risk.
I think so. I was the same. Hiding behind work, never putting myself out there. Always thinking my Prince Charming was gonna come find me. But I learned 3 things this week. I'm ready to write. I'm ready to find love again. And there's no Olivia to help me. Sorry, that's my mom. She's checking to make sure I found you. Thinks she likes you better than she likes me.
Wait, your mom texts?
Oh yeah, she's sharp. She saved you some leftovers, by the way.
Oh, good, because I am starving, so. Let's go. Hey, I hear you. Hey, Joe. You need a hand?
I don't know, you any good at splitting wood?
Give it a fair shot. Is that the good one?
Hope so.
Oh,
not bad at all.
yeah.
So how's the article going?
It's good. It's good, yeah. We're almost done, actually. Kate's been great, and I've learned a lot being here, so.
Olivia, she was quite a woman, wasn't she?
Oh, I guess Kate must have told you. Yeah, yeah. Well, you're too young to have known her, though, right?
Known her? She's the one who introduced me to Linda. She's family.
She is. What do you mean?
Oh, she's Kate's great-grandmother. She didn't tell you that.
No. No, I guess she forgot to mention that part.
What's so special about her?
You know what? Why don't you wait and see? The article comes out in a couple of days.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
By the way, I haven't seen my daughter this happy in quite some time.
Sunflower seems to make her happy.
Well, home is where the heart is.
Night, Joe.
Night, son.
Well, now this is something you can't get in the city. Breakfast al fresco in peace and quiet.
Well, it was peace and quiet.
So, I've got some news.
Yeah?
I just got off the phone with Patricia, and this piece is gonna run tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Why? We weren't supposed to publish till Monday. Don't you need more time?
I don't know why. Something else got put on hold at the last minute, but look, it's okay. I mean, the piece is practically written already. As long as I have enough caffeine, I should have it ready in time. But, there is one more thing.
Yeah?
I was helping your dad chop wood last night, and he told me something. He said that you guys are related to Olivia.
I have been meaning to talk to you about that and explain.
Oh, why didn't you tell me? I mean, I didn't realize just how personal this was for you.
I'm sorry. It's when I originally pitched the story to Patricia, I didn't want to mention the family connection. I thought she might automatically dismiss it as being too personal. But then when you got assigned the story, I thought, well, it's no longer an issue. Are you mad?
No, I'm not mad. I was just confused. I mean, to be honest, it explains why it was just so close to your heart this whole time.
I'm sorry, I should have talked to you about it. One day last summer, I was helping my mom clean out rooms at the lake house, and we found all these letters and that journal you and I read. And I just couldn't believe it. You know, all these precious memories. I couldn't get them off my mind. And I just knew I had to honor her stories in some way. I wanted people to know how much she did for others.
Well, that settles it. You're writing it.
What?
Yeah. Come on, you can do this, okay? You know you're a writer. We've got all day. I'll be right here with you.
Not an option. I told Patricia I wouldn't.
Come on, Patricia just wants to keep you doing her kids' science fair projects.
It's, it's a nice idea, but it's not part of the plan. My time will come.
Okay. I mean, it's your call. Just know that I'm here for you, all right? And you can send me any story ideas you have, and I really want to help you build your portfolio.
When you get back to Seattle, I think you should talk to your dad. You have to sit down and really talk to him. Explore your options for taking over city news.
Yeah, maybe I will.
Okay, I'm gonna make us another pot of coffee. Do you want anything while I'm up?
To finish the piece, you know what I need? Some more of your mom's brownies, quite a few of them.
Okay, you got it. Be right back. Ready to submit?
Think so.
It's gonna be great. You did an amazing job.
I couldn't have done it without you.
And you know what? Since we're here for longer with nothing to do, what about that Sunflower Festival?
I knew you'd come around. Yes, definitely. First thing tomorrow, we start putting together ideas, yeah?
Yeah. All right, I am going to tuck in for the night. I can't believe when we wake up, Olivia will be out there for the whole world to see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good night.
Night. There's nothing.
Vacation day.
Hey, what's going on?
Sorry, I know. I was so excited I couldn't sleep.
So what do you think?
It took a while, but I think Drew finally got it. And I know he wrote a beautiful piece.
I'm sure he did. Good luck.
Thanks. Yeah. This is your day, great grandma. Come on.
Ah, right gotcha.
Oh. Babe. Oh. Oh no. No. Drew?
I can explain, okay?
No, there was a mistake. This is my article. We have to call the printers.
It's not a mistake. I submitted your draft last night.
I don't understand.
Look, I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but you left it behind on the veranda, and when I read it, I mean, I was blown away. It was so much better than anything I could have ever written, and no surprise because it came from your heart. This had to be your story.
I don't know what to say. Patricia must be furious. I'm gonna lose my job.
No. I'm not gonna let that happen, and she can't do that without just cause. Besides, your work, it speaks for itself.
I appreciate you being so supportive. I do. But you shouldn't have done this. And I flat out refused to use your family ties to justify a breach of confidence.
Well, I'm not doing that. I just felt that your work needed to be heard. I mean, look, the paper wanted this story, and it was your story to tell, regardless of what Patricia says. I mean, Kate, this is your dream, okay? You deserve to have it start right now.
Okay, without my consent, you gave me a promotion. But let's talk about you for a second, okay? You are avoiding making changes in your life. I mean, you clearly don't want to run your dad's paper, but here you are. I would never make those kinds of decisions for you.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess you're right. I hope you can forgive me.
Good luck with everything. There's a plane later tonight. If you leave now, you'll definitely catch it. You don't know Patricia like I do. Maybe you should go. I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Here goes nothing. Patricia, I can explain everything.
Kate, I thought it was a clerical error, but I asked Drew and
He told me that this article was written entirely by you and you alone. He approved it going to print.
Yeah, I promise. I did not mean for this to happen. I wrote kind of a mock piece just for fun. I left it lying around. Drew found it. And I can call the printers.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you and Drew are having such a good time. Kate, you know it's
too late. 500,000 copies have just been distributed across the city.
The truth is, this is one of the best pieces of writing I've read in my time here.
What, really?
Really. It's sweet.
Authentic, witty, compelling.
You have a unique voice. I have to say I
Estimated you. And maybe this should have happened a lot sooner. But that still doesn't change the fact that you were told strictly
not to write or to even work on this.
I'll have a conversation with Grant Hutton about this.
Thank you, Patricia. Bye.
I am just so proud of you. That piece brought tears to my eyes. I'm welling up just thinking about it. I had no idea you could write like that.
Thank you, Mom. But I'm worried I've blown up my career.
Oh, it doesn't matter, baby. You have to commit to what you stand for. Just like the great-grandmother you never knew and honored. She was our blood, standard bearer of strong, driven women in the pursuit of love. And she's why you're here.
I know, you're right. I feel like I made a terrible mistake.
And Drew's gone? Oh, honey.
I know. I feel awful. I was just so shocked.
Well, who knows? This could be the start of something you've always wanted. Olivia was a great promoter in the idea of making lemonade out of lemons. It might feel good not to be in Patricia's shadow, not to be so stifled.
You mean unemployed?
Life is about how you handle Plan B, sweetie.
Did Drew tell you that?
Maybe. He seems to care an awful lot about you.
I'm not sure caring is putting someone's career at risk.
You know I support you in everything you do, but you might want to give this one a second thought. Just saying.
So what is it that you couldn't tell me on the phone or back on the road? Well, I wanted to show you something, Dad. You brought me all the way out here to see an old barn? Come on, Drew. Couldn't you have emailed me a photo? Well, yeah, Dad, I could have, but I wanted to talk to you. Alone. You know, away from the business. I mean, with everything that happened, losing Mom, I don't know, I haven't been able to find the right time. Okay. You have my undivided attention. Okay. I don't think I can continue at City News. And I really don't think I can take over the business. Well, who asked you to? Come on. We both know that was always your hope. But I'm sorry, it's just not gonna happen. I mean, I'm just not cut out for that life. I mean, you and Mom, you raised me way too independent thinking to ever put on a suit and do a 9 to 5. And I love you. I really do. And I do not resent our family's success. I just want to be my own guy.
You had to bring me all the way out here to tell me that?
Well, you know, I've always had this dream of starting my own nonprofit or something. While I was working on this human interest piece for the paper, a friend of mine showed me this old barn that used to be a youth center. You know, it was a lifeline for kids in need, and it lost its funding. I'd love to renovate it and run it, and, you know, really make a difference. But I don't want to do any of that without your blessing.
Okay. You know you always have my blessing no matter what you do. I think it's a great idea.
Really?
And I'm proud of you. Your mom would be too.
I wasn't expecting that.
Of course. I just want you and your brother to be happy. But no more writing?
Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't know, I just want to try something new.
Well, to be honest, I'm not surprised. You were always a bit more of a free spirit from the time you were a kid and wore mismatched socks. But why here?
I don't know. I don't think I can explain it. I just really fell in love with this place.
I see. When can I meet her?
What are we doing at the lake house?
Well, your dad and I wanted to show you something.
What?
Just come on in for a minute.
Okay.
Surprise!
Did you do this?
Hi, Kate. It's nice to meet you.
Mr. Hutton, hello. It's nice to meet you too. May I ask, what are you doing all the way out here?
I guess I'm here on business. I read your article.
Did you come to fire me in person?
Fire you? No. I came to offer you a new job. Your article. I have to say, it was quite something. Apparently, we've been getting emails all morning from people wanting more.
Really?
Absolutely. So I've asked Patricia to make it a monthly feature. A series, if you will. The love stories of Sunflower Valley. What do you say?
Sure. I mean, yes. Thank you.
Well, all right then. We'll discuss the details later. There's somebody who wants to talk to you.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
You look so beautiful.
All right, everyone, we have food and drink over here. Follow me, and we have games too. Wait till you see all this.
You came back.
Well, actually, I never left. Take a walk with me? So, I spoke to your parents, and we decided to plan a little something to honor Olivia, Sunflower, and you, just like we talked about. Maybe something that could be repeated for years to come.
It's perfect. And everybody's here. I love it.
Yeah, there's even a Sunny Smiles cake up there for you. And I don't know if you noticed, took a page out of Olivia's book and encouraged Dean to bring Tessa. That Sunflower Valley magic is working. And maybe on more than just them.
Who would have thunk it? Listen,
I wanted to apologize to you for what I said last time we saw each other.
Don't worry about it.
No, you did what you did for me. And you didn't deserve that.
Well, I apologize for taking such a huge risk. I mean, I was only doing it because I believe in you. And, there's one more thing. Kate, you know what a huge cynic I was before I met you. You know, before I came here.
Just a little.
Yeah. But you changed everything. You were talented and beautiful. You make me laugh. You question me and challenge me. Heck, you even spill coffee on my white shirts, so...
Not intentionally.
Right, yeah. I honestly didn't know I could feel this way about somebody.
Me too.
Oh, and there's one more thing. I got you a little something.
It's beautiful.
What now?
I think we start writing our own story.
I built up